Sometimes, no matter how much the world throws a game in my face, I always miss the chance to talk about it. I wanted to talk about Doom when it became relevant again and was released for the Switch last year, but I was working on other things at the time. I just couldn't do it, I was too busy. I wanted to talk about it when it first came out, but again, I had bigger fish to fry, other things to do. I don't remember what, but I remember it being vitally important, that's all I remember. And then earlier this year at E3, they announced that sequel with the slightly stupid name, and it made me want to talk about it all over again. And so I am right now, finally, let's talk about Doom. Way too late, nobody cares anymore, but whatever, what has that ever stopped me before? Let's talk about Doom! So the story to Doom is by far one of my favourite aspects of this game. I really love where they decided to take it. Or I guess lack thereof. Doom knows what it's about, it's completely aware of its strengths, and the way this manifests is a character that honestly just couldn't care less. There are plenty of times in a game where a character, or a video screen, or some kind of cutscene will try to deliver you exposition, some generic fluff about the mission you're going on and why it needs to be done. This is met with impatient aggression and destruction, all in the name of just getting to the violence and gore. The only thing that the Doomslayer really seems to care about. And this really sets the stage for how the rest of the game plays, because it really is that simple, and it doesn't need to be any more than that. The Doomslayer punches screens, destroys important equipment, and just leaves carnage in his path. That's the plot. Good, that's all there is to it. We're moving on to the next part. But while the game only really glosses over any semblance of plot, it goes all out with everything else. First off, the gameplay is a fantastic breath of fresh air, with every level being a relentless adrenaline rush of explosions and blood and viscera flying at you from every direction. The Doomslayer glides around environments like butter, practically unstoppable and barely touching the ground as you blast your way through horde after horde of some of the most repulsive and hellish enemies the game has to offer. And it's this aspect of the game that was the most important to get right, and as a result is the portion of the game that sells it the most. The guns feel weighty and powerful, the chainsaw even more so as you satisfyingly rip and tear through enemies. And when you get the ability to double jump, that's when the game really begins to shine. The game never stops throwing new enemy types at you either, all having their own rules of attack, which results in a chaotic juggling act as they're all barreling towards you at the same time. It's poetry watching everything mesh together, and the game employs so many ways to keep that momentum rolling. First off, you never need to worry about reloading, meaning you can focus on pumping lead into anything and everything that moves. If you're running low on supplies, a chainsaw kill will get you more ammo, a glory kill will get you more health. There are bounce pads around every arena that launch you into the air with a double jump to help plan your landing, and no fall damage whatsoever, so you don't have to worry about where you land. You also don't need to worry about holding L3 or whatever to sprint, because the Doomslayer is already constantly sprinting, forever motivated by his own bloodlust. And this honestly, to me, is what Doom needs to be. You take a bloodthirsty Doomslayer, you drop him in hell, and this should be the result. An arcadey, offensive, grotesque, gory bloodbath that abandons all logic in the name of fun. I mean, does it make any sense that the AI built into your suit outright tells you, hey, by the way, complete these achievements and I'll upgrade your suit, lol? Of course it makes no sense, but it's all the better for it, because it's fun! And all of this is backed by a sickeningly bassy and punchy heavy metal soundtrack, which gets the blood pumping even more. But despite how I make it sound, there's more to the game than just the combat. Almost every level is a gargantuan metropolis of corridors, secret passageways, gauntlets, and alternate routes, and there's never only one path to your next destination. Even better, id Software packed this game with arguably too many things to find and collect. In every level are info logs, Praetor tokens, Argent cells, classic levels, Doom Guy figurines, rune trials, upgrade drones and maps, and even sometimes hidden areas with hidden areas within the hidden areas. The game rewards exploration to an insane degree, with some secret passageways leading to extra armor, or an additional weapon that you're not supposed to find until a little later in the game. For things like this, exploration isn't only encouraged, it's vital. They do not kid around with the secrecy of these collectibles too. Early on in the game, you can jump on the crate, go up on the ledge, walk up on the side, turn around and jump up, keep going around until you find the ledge onto the roof, go around, but don't go to the right, go around, go behind this weird looking thing, follow the path around, and cool, you found a collectible. One collectible of 7,000 in this level alone. Well done. Cool. And for a game that's so gross and repulsive at every turn, there's also a real hidden beauty to it as well, offering these amazing vistas in some levels, and pretty intimidating scenery in others, as you sink deeper and deeper into the hellish madness of, well, hell, I guess. This game's all about fancy presentation. That's part of what makes it so satisfying. In short, Doom is a borderline miracle of a game in not only what it sets out to do, but what it sets out to don't. Why did I write that? What it sets out to not do is, I guess, what I meant. As much as I can gush about fighting wave after wave of enemies, I'm aware of how that sounds. It doesn't sound like it would be that fun. It sounds kinda boring and repetitive, doesn't it? But Doom is addicting, it's adrenaline pumping, it's fantastic. You really begin to feel like the Doomslayer after a bit, when you just want this guy to shut up already, so he can get back to killing more demons! And I really like that that's as far as his character development goes. You know, like, he doesn't care about what exposition you can deliver to him or what information you might have. He doesn't care. He grows weary of this tripe. But yet at the same time, he approaches a new gun like a box of kittens on the side of the road. He caresses it and holds it like he loves it. It's so good. It's got such a good sense of humour. I love this bloody game. By knowing where to trim the fat and what parts to emphasise, Doom cuts and tears and slices right to the chase in one of the most bombastic, fast, and most importantly, fun shooters I've played in years. I'm beyond excited to see it getting a sequel, and I can only hope that these are qualities that Doom Eternal will only expand on even more. Hey everyone, thank you for watching my review of Doom. If you like this review and you want to help me in making more, go to patreon.com/Farfetch'd. With only $1, you can help me make a bunch of cool things and you get a bunch of cool things in return. You can look into that if you like, it's completely up to you. You don't gotta, but it's there if you're interested. Other than that, I have a Facebook and a Twitter, social media like everyone bloody has nowadays. Not important, not interesting. If you want to see dumb tweets, then go for it. If not, I don't blame you, it's up to you. Other than that, that's the end of the video, and I don't... Hey! What the... Hey! Get out of here! Stupid bloody thing! I just got rid of the last infestation! I can't have these guys in my house again! Yeesh! Get out of here! Man! It took like an hour to draw that. I had to use it for something else. So this was the only idea I had. Leave me alone, alright?